describe how you thought about it as a rookie versus going into your second year? What are the things that you're looking to progress with?
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy standing here right now knowing the whole year has passed. My thoughts going into preseason are a little different now. Last year was a little bit of nerves and, first NFL game, so there's a lot of excitement that went into it. But now I know kind of get the gist of it. Played in some actual games that are a little different from preseason, but, treat every game like it's a Super Bowl, right? So you go out there and try to play everything the best foot forward. For me, trying to avoid sacks, get out of negative plays. Had really two negative plays in my head today that I want to get back. One was a sack. The other one was sliding on third down. I got down early. That was pretty bad. I told Dave's, give me the rock so I can make it right. So we ended up converting on that 4th and 1. So that was it with those two. But yeah, really just trying to eliminate a lot of the negatives and keep the offense on pace moving forward to score points.
Do you think you made a case for yourself tonight?
Every day is a step in the right direction. Try to build off it every single time I go out in the field and have the opportunity to be out in the field. Obviously, like I said before, I had a couple that I've noticed from now, but I'm sure when I watch the film, it's going to be a couple more things that I want to correct and get back. But continuing to try to use these upcoming 2 more games to put my best foot forward.
Did you get the cheer for you when you trotted out?
I did, yeah. I love it. I appreciate all the fans for that. It's a lot of support. It means a lot to me.
You looked very comfortable. How did you feel?
I felt great. O-line did a great job. Running backs did a good job in protection, good job getting out. If they were playing a lot of prevent, they only played a couple coverages. A lot of it was trying to take away deeper passes. So the running backs did a good job being able to check the protection and get out as well with it. So it's a big step up from last year. It's kind of been a big emphasis. But yeah, the O-line did a great job. I felt very comfortable.
So your mindset this year is different than it was a year ago?
For sure.
Yeah. Could you elaborate on that?
Like the whole thing that I just said? I mean, I've been in here for a year. It's not my first NFL game anymore. I mean, that's really what it was. I knew I've gotten hit in the NFL before. I've played, I've won, I've lost. I've kind of dealt with a lot in the past year, so I felt comfortable being in the situation again today.
So when Locke goes out and you come in a little earlier probably than expected, didn't flinch, nothing?
I mean, no. I mean, backup job's pretty tough. It happened a couple times last year. It's happened in my career prior in high school, college, whatever it may be. But yeah, to be in the situation that it was last year, where you have to always be ready to go, even if, like you said, it was a little bit sooner than I anticipated. Regardless, when they tell you it's your turn to go, you got to go.
Tommy, how much does it help? In preseason, there's no game planning or things like that. How much did it help to scrimmage against Detroit this week and then play them for real?
Yeah, it definitely helps. I mean, it's a little different. In practice, you get some more exotic looks, some crazier things. Like, same thing with us. We run some different plays, and then we get out here, it's a little bit more vanilla, if you will. But, yeah, to be able to go against them, see what their personnel is like, how they play certain things, it's definitely beneficial. But, sometimes it's paralysis by analysis. It's like just go out there and play.
How was your communication different with Dable tonight with him being the play caller than last season?
It was very good. I mean, me and him, as you guys know, used to have those meetings once a week when I was on practice squad, and then as time went up, we used to have meetings. So our communication from then to now has built up. So when he calls a play, I know what he's thinking. Like it's very good, clean communication between me and directly with the head coach and whoever's calling the play. So everything was really good tonight, and we're going to continue to build off it.
On the touchdown drive, the 24-yard swing pass to Eric, and then what'd you think of his move on the touchdown run?
Man, that boy's been in the lab working. I mean, anytime our backs get up to the second level, you usually see me standing back there like this. Even when Turbo hit a crease on one of them, I saw him bend the corner. I was like, ugh! They have that ability, and they've all done such a great job. But yeah, Eric especially, to have that screen go, and then all of a sudden to get up to that second level, make a miss, and I was like, this dude better not get caught, and he did not. And yeah, he had a tremendous game. I'm looking forward to see him roll more.
I know you're a young guy also, but have you kind of seen Eric blossom a little bit, if that's the
Yeah,
word
for
I
sure.
can
Yeah, I
use?
mean, same situation. I think I feel for my rookie class as it was. We all came in together. There was a million things thrown at us at once, especially with him in his situation where he was getting some playing time early, especially on special teams. So there's a lot going on in your head. So to have that 1 year under your belt and to have, ups and downs and everything, that'll just make him a better player as well as myself and everybody else, I'm sure, moving forward. So I'm sure he was very comfortable going into this game more than he was last year. I don't want to speak for him. That's how I was, but I assume it's probably similar.
Tommy, you played a lot of football in your life so far. Are there things that you learned from last year to this year in terms of watching film and studying film that you didn't know before?
Yeah, there's so many little intricacies. Basically, the biggest difference is the hashes and defenses. Like in high school and college, the hashes are really wide, so you can only get away with doing a certain amount of things. In the NFL, everything's so much tighter, so a lot of it can look similar. There's not so much of a boundary as there is in college or high school, if you will. So that makes the biggest difference for defenses. So really just learning how defenders like cover two in high school or college used to be all the way because they have so much field to cover because of the hashes. And obviously in the NFL it's a little different. So just small things like that as far as alignments, and really that's all it is week to week.
Dibble said before you came in, we should ask you about the 4th and 1. You were referring about sliding.
Yeah, that's what that was about. He kind of gave me a heads up as I was walking in here. I was like, yeah, I was probably gonna hit it anyways. It's like, yeah, I messed that third down up pretty bad. Slid early, should not have slid, knowing where the sticks are. But I told him as soon as he was kind of getting after me after that. I was like, dude, just give me the quarterback sneak. I'm gonna make it right. He's like, you better get that yard. I was like, I got it. Leaned on my offensive lineman. We got it to convert to get back to first down, but should have never came to that. I should have handled that in the beginning. But knocking some rust off, that's good. I'm happy it happened right now than any other time. So.
Sneak a few more.
Is that something that will be repeated in film session to slow it down and reinforce that?
Oh, for sure, yeah. I mean, they're gonna hit me on a couple times. Like, I'm sure Shay will turn around and be like, "Are you good on this now?" Like, yes, dive head first, or just run the dude over or something, or make a miss. But yeah, I'll be good moving forward.
I mean, are you just different after the experience last year? Like, just more confident, more sure of yourself, that kind of thing?
I think I've always been pretty confident. I think that's kind of always how I've carried myself. But yeah, it certainly helps when you've been in the situation and you've won a couple games or playing in like a real game atmosphere. That definitely helps.
After the Drew injury, did Dave's come up to you and say, "Don't worry, we're taking a penalty"?
I mean, no. I was out there. I was like, all right, we're rolling. And then he started calling plays. Like, actually, no, we're gonna do this. And then we ended up taking it. But yeah, I mean, I was ready to roll.